I got a question actually, bro. Speaking on all this talk.
Okay.
Huh?
Let me.
Why do you guys want money?
Wait, who said we want money, man?
Everybody wants money.
Who said we want money, man?
What's your reason for wanting money?
Who said I want money,
so
man?
I have shelter, food. I can provide for myself, my family.
Yeah.
You know what I get about money, bro?
Yeah.
So money,
It's fake.
It's fake.
yeah.
That's
I was
what
getting
hurts
there.
my head.
Money is human made, right?
Yeah.
It's literally just papers, right?
The messed up part is bank accounts, bro.
Hey, nah, that's what we're talking about. Bank
That
account.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, let's. My head hurts.
When you put money in your bank account, they take some of that and they lend it out to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
They lend
Like-
your money to people.
What are you saying, bro?
I heard that.
Yeah.
What you say?
It's crazy. But because they're lending and then
Oh.
interest and everything,
Oh,
they
they
end up, so $1,000 that you place in actually becomes 1,100 to the bank.
What the heck?
So I think I remember doing this in finance. I did the finance unit 3 times, so don't
Don't take
You know?
him for everything.
do your Googles. But no, it's I can't remember what the rule was, but yeah,
That's wild.
No. I
bro.
heard something like that. I heard something like that.
rich.
That's
But-
wild. But that's what I'm saying.
You know what money made no sense to me as a kid. You know when your parents would buy like the Vodafone card, something and they'd scratch the thing to put the credit in and all that,
Yeah.
and it'd be like $10 gets you $30 of phone call. And I was like, how? Why do we have to do this, right? Like, why can't it be $10 of phone calls?
Yeah.
Like, this is confusing.
And that's just
I don't know, man.
Bruh.
Money's a
make
funny
sense.
money's a funny thing, right? Because like I was saying, that's a human made thing.
Yeah.
It's like little papers, yeah. So we made something that's papers,
Yeah.
and then we have people the whole
Attaching-
life chasing for this thing that we've made.
Yeah.
So for me, it kind of blows my mind. It's like, yo, we just made this thing, and then now everyone is trying to grind to get
'cause, yeah,
this thing
imagine
that,
money-
we attached figures like worth to things because of this paper.
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like for
before,
me,
like one gold nugget is one gold nugget
Yeah.
based on the weight.
Yeah.
like
right?
we made that, bro.
Like that's
what?
not negotiable. Like this 1 kilo is
Gold
always
is
going to be
gold.
1 kilo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But we've
And-
changed the values of
I mean,
this, that,
then again,
left, right.
I guess bartering has always been that, where it's like, all right, I'll give you a kilo of gold for like
3
20
chickens
cows.
and stuff. Yeah.
3 chickens for a kilo of gold.
I don't know, bro, man.
You know how much a kilo of gold's worth?
Nah, bro.
$55,000.
Why do you know this information?
Yeah, what do you know this, man? Hey, so I heard.
Gold
Gold's-
on his neck.
Oh, bro.
Trying to hide it, Marlon. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
I don't know, man.
Gets wrong.
Sorry, episode 3
Word.
is been canceled.
No more
Comment
disruption.
section. Why Noor not on the show?
Bro, honest, yeah. Wow, man. Yeah. What you saying, bro?
I know, man. Word on the street is that
Yeah.
This guy. Word on
I
the
don't know.
street.
Let's see this.
maybe 20, 50 years time,
Money won't
money ain't gonna exist.
So what are people going to use instead?
you
But there's
know
a
when you
thing.
realize
But
money's not
before
fair?
money, there was something. Remember that, yeah? There was gold. There was all this,
barter
yeah?
system, yeah.
Right? So then now it's like it's also possible to eliminate money
Yeah.
because money never existed before.
Because remember, I always say
It was
this.
all
like,
exchange and
how about-
trades.
that's
Things
what I was saying.
always
What if everyone?
evolving,
Yeah. What if it was? Oh, sorry, bro. Well, like if everyone was just all good, no greed, it would just be exchanges. You know,
It
that's all
was
we would be doing.
that.
Just
It was
exchange and
exchange.
trade.
Trade, exchange.
But we can't do that because greed will never disappear.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like, you know what would be great? I've always wanted to do this. Like, I've always wanted to have a crew of friends where we're all like gifted in something very valuable but very different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
like
like,
that.
One guy is a builder. One guy does plumbing. One guy does is a doctor. One's a barber. One's everything. And we don't charge
I
each
love
other
how we chucked
anything.
barber into that.
Necessary. Who doesn't want a good barber?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What about
But, like,
chef?
so
And no
like,
one charges anyone
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But it's
that's
like
no, but that's how some people live out here.
I
You know what
love that, bro.
Some-
Come
that's
on, bro.
how some
That's
people live.
amazing,
That's
bro.
one guy's a fisherman. All right, I'm bringing back fish.
Honestly, some people got that network going on, and I feel like that's how communities work, even in
That's exactly what it is, though.
undeveloped areas,
Yes.
or something
Yes,
like that,
yes,
where this money thing,
Isn't
Isn't there.
the chase,
yeah,
right?
this
I
money
feel like
thing isn't there.
for us, it's like the chase is always about having more, and it's like we don't actually know why we want more.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And it's like it's not making us happier all the time.
Are we-
Sometimes it is.
Are we driven by fear then?
Yes,
That's messed up.
But fear of
Yeah.
what?
Fear of not
fear
having
of not having,
it. Yeah,
which is crazy because we live in a society where that's never gonna happen.
exactly.
Like I genuinely do not know anyone who has lived in the West for the last 10 years that has gone hungry for a day. I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But then, of course,
But
they're
anyone
also,
around you, you don't know. Like,
Yeah.
the-
but also, of course, like it happen. That's the case because they're careful with their money because now they know, You know, like.
But
don't
it's
have much of
it's
it.
the thing
Yeah.
of like, if it comes
It's like
to
we're
it, they
fearful over
can.
nothing.
Yeah, if it comes to it, and everyone just stopped chasing money in this country, the country, obviously, it's hard. But like the country can provide. You know what I mean? The land is fruitful for
Yeah.
us. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's fruitful and plentiful for everyone.
Like we don't live off
but-
the land.
yeah.
Like, we don't live off what we have.
But then another thing,
And
of
there's
course,
communities that really do that.
Yeah.
number
Man,
one
man,
is the
money,
fear
go to the bush.
of having nothing,
Yeah.
and for some people, is the fear of
That being said, I clown communities that do that.
What?
that do what.
The Amish, like that's hilarious.
But nah, they got it, bro.
then-
Nah,
but
yeah,
at
yeah,
the same time,
they
it's
got
like
the
they
juice,
have
bro.
an incredible.
That's
They're
a
gonna
network.
ask community though. I ain't gonna front.
That's a network, bro.
Are you trying to join? This guy's like, how do I get in?
Okay.
I was gonna
Ideal.
say, so would you guys be satisfied if you were making enough money to
Just to live.
Yeah, literally, just go by. Like
Nah.
you had enough money to
I've been
put food on your-
conditioned.
Because, maybe.
I've been
Maybe that's what
conditioned
it
to
is.
fear
Yeah.
the fact that it might not come. So it's like, why not just get more to be safe, to have that net? It's like,
But I've been conditioned
again,
to
you're treading
want to
on fear.
invest.
So now
or
it's
to want to invest. So
Okay.
it's like, I can't believe that you're like, if you tell me I'm going to give you this X amount for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
because these are the expenses that you have. This is all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
But I'm going to give you X amount and it's going to cover this just
Cover everything.
for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I can't trust you on that because I've been conditioned to fear the fact
Would
that
What
X
happens
can
if
go.
that's guaranteed
Yeah.
though?
I can't believe that. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Would you?
That's on you, man.
Like, see, this is where I'm like, are we really selfish, right? So, like with investing, would you, if you knew you could rent out your house for $450 a week, which is pretty light in Melbourne,
Yeah.
or you could rent all your properties out to struggling families for like $150 a week,
Yeah.
right? Really make their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you? When
If
when you know you're missing out on $300 a week.
If I was good,
Yes.
then yeah.
Yeah,
What's
like,
the point?
but that's the thing. I think now the person.
But then again, it comes down to the
the
why not get more kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you can get more, why not get more?
Yeah.
But it's like when you, like,
Because
if-
I'm
yeah.
thinking like
Is that-
so many people, like I've never heard of anyone that does it other than what
Same.
Nipsey was doing that, like
yeah,
buying.
far out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is true. Like, like, are we automatically going to do that because
The
we
thing-
know we can get more?
I don't
Or-
know. I think
That's
because we
hard.
know that getting more to some people, getting more means a better lifestyle. Does that make sense? So I think it's like it's not getting more because we want to be greedy and we want to get more. I think because we know what getting more
Can
can
lead.
lead to and what we can get from getting more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I charge them the extra $300 over time, I can go and upgrade my house to this.
Yeah.
Over time, I can go and get this. Over time, I can get that Mercedes I've always wanted.
Yeah.
So it's like you want more, so you can get more.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why it's always like, and the thing is, we always want more though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Because there's more to get.
There's
That's
just
the thing.
that's the
There's
thing. We
more to
live
Exactly,
get.
like
we live in a
you-
world
like
where
you
there is always more. And I feel like I don't care how much money you're making.
There's
There's
always
always more.
something new.
Like
Definitely.
like right now we're like haha, like you know what I mean. This is all we need, but we get that money that we said that's all we need.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Now
hey,
is this,
this
and then
jacket's
now is this.
nice.
So example, bro, I was having a mad discussion with my friend about
I
this,
thought I was
right?
gonna say with myself. I don't know.
Yeah. So what if it's home myself?
That's lit. Do you,
My
boo-boo?
man,
But yeah,
my
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So we were talking about like how, because I think that not regardless, but like sometimes we just want to be selfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say you're mad rich. Like let's say like
Amen.
Jay-Z and Beyonce and that, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, why do they need a house with 10 bathrooms,
Yeah.
17 bedrooms when they
I
can
never
live the
understood that.
same with a house that's got 3 bedrooms
Yeah.
and 4 bathrooms?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. No.
You do what
I
I'm saying?
never
So that's
understood
what I
that
mean by
Are we
with more
selfish?
money, you always want more. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could that
Ah.
live the same if you get this and this.
Yeah.
A house for
Like-
$1 million
Yeah.
compared to a house for 11 million.
What do
You got a small family,
Yeah.
so why is it that you always want more?
Yeah.
So example, another one is like with jets. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, man, I don't want to fly in with a
Tiger
you know
no more.
this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to fly with Qantas anymore. Like even first class,
Yeah.
when you had the money for first class,
Yeah.
yeah, it is amazing. But then now you got more money. I want to travel myself now.
Yeah.
I like that piece, you know what I mean? Da, da, da. So then now you get a jet from here. You get a jet.
But imagine
The
actually
jet,
not having to wait for lines in airports.
but that's exactly what it is. Now you get to a point it's like, I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And then now it's like, okay, fine. I'll get a jet from this place to that place. Yeah. But then let's say that jet only goes from these two places. Can't go any further than that. Yeah. But then you have another month to get another jet. Yeah. And you're like, you know what? I work in different places. I want this jet to take me from Canada to this place. And then now something more happens. I want this to da da da.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like with more money, you become more ambitious. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. At the same time. Does that make sense? And I feel like sometimes you force your ambitions into yourself, kind of thing, where it's like that's not required. So
that's actually a good thing. That's crazy. That's a crazy thought actually to think about. Yeah, does money bring on ambitions that you never would have had before? Like, don't you feel like ambitions are something that are inbuilt in all of us? Yeah, they're part of our own psyche.
I think it brings you
opportunity.
Like, it opens you up to things that you would have never thought of, right? So it's
I agree.
When you first, I don't know, like, take majority of the families that I was like, you migrate to the West and you don't have much money, and it's like, all right, well, I have a degree and I'm going to work in this job so that I can buy one house, provide for my family stuff. Then you get to a point that you're good and it's like, well, apparently people do this thing called investing. Right?
I heard about it.
I heard about it.
And like now I've got enough zeros that I can try that too.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, oh, okay. And so how does this thing work? And then you so it opens you up to the potential for that. But like, you can't you can daydream about stuff, but there's a point where it's like this actually looks unachievable.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Where you're like, so it's not even worth to think about it all the time.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So like, there's no point in having the drive when really
it's
it's unfeasible.
You have 3 children and you're working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's not shameful at all, but it's like, realistically, you're probably not going to be able to buy the 5-bedroom house in an affluent area, right? So it doesn't look like it's you can't conceive it in your mind, and financially you can, right? So it's like, well, what's the point of just keep daydreaming about that when I could just make sure things are going to be good now? But then sometime it'll get to a point where you're like, yo, this is actually possible now. Yeah.
Ambition is an interesting thing. Have you guys read the book Macbeth?
No, I didn't. I did literature, bro.
I read that.
Yeah. All right. So, quick story is like, Macbeth.
I hate.
It's tough. I'll see if I can break it down. So basically, there's a king. So he's like the commander. He goes to battle. He wins the battle. Blah blah. So on his way back, Victor was like, Macbeth. Yeah. So he's going back to the kingdom and all that. So he stumbles across some witch, right? And she told him a prophecy, and she said to him, you will become king.
Yeah.
Right? So then now that played into his mind that he will become king, right? So then now it's almost like his ambitions kind of killed him in a way, because what happened is that he forced that upon himself. He ended up killing the king himself.
Yeah.
And he said that I was meant to be king. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I think that was like crazy. I was like, man, like sometimes do we allow this ambition thing to overtake us in a way? You feel what I'm saying? So obviously in that situation, if he never came across that situation, that
how would his life have been
it's
instead?
like he would be like, yes, he'll go to the king. This happened. Yes, cool. I will promote you in this and continue to live that life.
And then it climbs up.
It climbs up through that. Even if it doesn't become king, he'll be satisfied. But then the fact that the prophet said, you become king, he forced that upon himself to be the king. You dig what I'm saying?
All right. Okay. All right. It might be a reach with what I want to say, yeah? I'll do it in 2 parts. So it's almost that once you're exposed to something, it can now become a reality. My guy couldn't find his mouth. Let's just that. Couldn't find his mouth when he's trying to try. Anyways,
he's like,
once you're exposed to something, it can now be a potential reality.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Experience. Like, oh snap! I forgot how.
No. I know what you mean.
Let me try. I
know what you mean.
Before I misquote myself.
I know what you mean, brother. So imagine you enter a plane, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you're sitting at the back, yeah. But then you walk past first class to get to your seat.
Yeah.
So then now
oh my goodness, Carlos,
you're exposed to that.
The fact that can be a potential reality.
Then now you look at this person like, damn.
Yeah.
But you can't sit there.
I mean, that's fair enough.
That's fair enough. But then now that's like,
hold on, I see a light bulb moment going on here too.
Keep talking. I'm trying to remember something.
You think what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I
but
feel
that's an
that,
example of you being exposed to it, and you're actually standing there. You're like, this could be me. You're not watching it. You're standing there too.
And you know what? And that's probably why these people in these communities or undeveloped civilizations that we're talking about are content because they're not exposed.
What's there to be jealous of?
What? Or even like, it's. I won't say you don't know no better because who are we saying that this is better? But like,
You don't know different.
you don't know different. Like like you're not exposed to that potential of this reality. So your present reality, you make do and you make the best of it.
It's the whole thing of like, my dad was a farmer. His dad was a farmer.
Yeah.
His dad was a farmer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a farmer.
I'm gonna be a farmer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and you're not tripping over it.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
this
crazy.
We know how
it's
to do
comfortable.
this.
We know how to do this, and it's not that it's uneasy. It doesn't affect us in any like
when you're
negative
exposed
way.
to better, it's so hard for you to try to come back. I'm telling y'all, man, this topic got me excited now. Yeah, bro, I'm too excited, bro.
Carry on.
And then that's not the point, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that I thought I was still dying at the joke, bro. Yeah, so I was saying,
Why is he the only one that can't stay straight, bro?
But I'm telling you, man, this topic
He's
got me
touching
moving,
it.
man.
I'm telling
like,
you, man, ADHD,
Yeah.
this guy.
Nah. I'm
You
just
ever been
kind of.
tested?
No, what are you saying?
Like, it could be.
I don't know. No, okay,
Carry on.
like example, yeah, you go to someone's house or you go somewhere,
Yeah.
right, somewhere different, and then you see how this person lives, and you're like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
this is how you living. Like, bro, like I remember when my old house, when I was sharing a room with my brothers, right, and I go to my friend's house, he's got like his own room. It wasn't that big. He just got his own room.
Yeah, probably even the same size as.
And
mine,
I was
yeah.
like, damn, bro, you got your own room? You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now I go home and I'm there like,
damn,
man, he got his
I
own
have
room,
that,
bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I get my own room, moving to a new house.
Bro.
And then now it's like,
Yes.
you're so accustomed to it anyways. Now it's normal, yeah?
It ain't
and,
that
then, and,
deep
then,
no more.
and then now you go to your friend's house and he's living by himself. Damn, man, damn, bro, you got your own house? Yeah, man, yeah, it's not that. And then watch, I'm going to get my own house and I'll be excited for
damn, bro, you got an estate. Like it moves on, bro. It keeps going.
No, like
It
for
keeps
real.
going,
Yeah.
bro.
Like-
yeah.
Like, damn,
Like-
you got an investment property?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think it's always like that because
That's the chase.
it's not that it's not that you're comparing or anything, but I think it's because
You're exposed now.
you're exposed to it and you feel like that can be you.
yeah.
Do you do what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you got your own room? Okay, I can probably get my own room one day. Or you got your own house? I'm gonna try to work getting my own because now I know how it feels to have that. I think that's what's important over here, right? You know how it feels because you can have your own house and I can go to your house. If I don't feel away, that's not gonna be my chase.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think now it's like that's a drive. You're like, man, I love this. Like you got your own house, you got your own, you can do your own thing, you got your own office, you can actually work all day from home and all that stuff. I can't do that at home. So I feel like I need my own place to do that. So I feel like if you're exposed to something and that thing that you're exposed to makes a change in terms of how you feel, then that becomes a chase for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's now like a new ambition kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, the thing with the first class, when you enter the plane, if you walk past first class and you felt away, you would try to book first class
First
next
class,
time.
yeah.
You will try to book. You will even save extra just for first class.
Yeah.
Because you know how it feels to just put your feet up and all that. But if that doesn't make you feel away, bro, you don't care about no first class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's facts, bro.